Hey, I just got back from CodeFest conference just a few days ago where I was speaking about trends in the software development industry. And I attended a number of talks there of other people, mostly speaking about management. I was interested in management talks and that's why I attended. And all those speakers said so many good words about management attitude, the right management attitude, about motivation, about metrics, and many good, nice words. But none of them actually said almost anything about money, about the way we compensate developers, about the way we pay them and we make them interested in the work they do. And the money is actually the final bottom line, as far as I understand, of everything we programmers and you programmers do in your project. We come to our projects in order to, first of all, make some money for our life. And I had an interesting discussion after my talk with a few people who were standing around me in this discussion zone. And some of them were telling me that programmers by default are so interested in being in the project and feeling themselves as part of the team, as part of something bigger, part of some great idea which is going to change the world. And that's why they join those teams and that's why they work. And my answer was that sometimes it happens when the project is so small and the project just has a few programmers on board and all of them are founders. In that case, people really work for the equity, they work for the big idea. But when it's a large project, when there are 200 programmers on board already and the project is 5 years old, then people don't work for equity, they don't work for a big idea. They work for money, first of all. And that money means their own personal happiness and satisfaction in their own personal lives. They don't care about your project. They don't care about the project they work in. They care about their own personal contribution to the project, of their own tasks, of their satisfaction of writing a good-looking, beautiful Java code. And that's what makes them happy. When they can change something in their own domain, in their own limited set of classes, functionality, and be happy about that and get a decent, reasonable, good enough compensation for that work. That's what makes proper programmers, all programmers, stay in their projects. Let me give you a practical example. We are now integrating our platform, one of our platforms, with another platform of a friend of mine. Let's call him Jeff. And Jeff gave me a group of programmers on his side, 5 people, 5 programmers, to help us integrate those systems. So on our side, we have me and 1 programmer with me. On their side, we have 5 programmers. And we started the integration. And the integration is all about just 2 simple HTTP requests. So they have to send 2 HTTP requests to our side, and we give them the response, and that's it. And it takes already 2 weeks. So they are working on this integration for 2 weeks, and I'm asking them every second day of how's it going, do you need any help? And they're telling me that they're working, they have some problems, give us more time. So they are basically doing almost nothing. They're sabotaging the whole process. They are not moving forward. They're doing something which has to be done in 3 hours. They're doing for 2 weeks already with the team of 5 programmers. And Jeff keeps paying them. Keeps paying their salaries, their monthly salaries. He's not paying them when the result is delivered, when the integration is done. He works with them believing that they are part of a great idea, of a large idea, of his idea, of the idea that belongs to him. He wants those 2 systems to integrate. He's my partner in the future. He wants us to work together. But those 5 guys, they don't want that. They don't want to work together. They don't believe in the big idea. Maybe they tell him that they do. But in reality, they sabotage the process because they're getting monthly salaries. They're being paid by the end of the month. And that's why they care just a little bit about the big idea. They care about their personal contribution. And I'm trying to push them forward, asking them to deliver more, to work faster, to finish that integration faster. But they don't want to. They have no motivation for that. And it's only reasonable. I don't blame programmers. I don't blame them. It's the fault of Jeff. He didn't manage to align his objectives, big vision objectives, with the objectives of those 5 people. He doesn't want to face their reality and understand that those people work for their own results, for their own money. They don't care about you, Jeff. They don't care about your system, about your business. They are just employees. So to make them work faster, to make them be more interested, you have to pay them for the results you deliver. So my bottom line, why I'm recording this video, is to tell you that if you pay your programmers monthly salaries, Don't expect them to be motivated at all. Don't expect them to believe in your great idea. Don't expect them to be with you. When you pay them monthly, you're making them your enemies. They are not in your team anymore. If you want them to be in your team, if you want them to be together with you and share your objectives, then share financially your objectives. You get the financial results, they get financial results. You get the integration done, they get $200 each of them for the integration they do. If they will be motivated, 5 of them, to get $200 each, when the integration is done, they would do it at 3 hours. And they would call me in the middle of the night asking to finish that task as soon as possible because they want the money. But Jeff believes that those people are his friends. And that's why they will be honestly engaged into the entire vision he's trying to present them and convince them that this is the future. He doesn't work that way. Don't pay monthly salaries and you will change the situation in your project. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned. Bye-bye.